Justin Jefferson. He was a machine for them last week with several...
It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the Red Rifle. From TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Dalton now to pass. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Dalton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment. So this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run for the first time with James Cook. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This defense for the Broncos much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Dalton off play action. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Back to the ground, Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But you look at this Bronco defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. It's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Dalton sets up play action. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Here's Dalton. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now the third-year man back and healthy. It's Javonte Williams. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to pump this one away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And Dalton to throw. Able to get this one to McBride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Play action now. Dalton. To the sideline and incomplete. But you look at this Bronco defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd and 4. To throw here, Dalton. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Pass incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
This will be Dalton again. That's complete to McBride. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here now after after 3 drives we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way, just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
It looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
3rd down from the gun, Dalton. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing, Dalton. He rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
On play action, now Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
If you're going to take a shot downfield, 2nd and 1's a perfect time to do it. If you're going to be in heavy run defense, you should have good windows to throw it downfield.
It looked like there was something there right after the snap, but the defense able to recover. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2. On play action, Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Rodgers now to throw. Got his man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Michael Thomas, his 1st touchdown of the new season, and the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10.
And that's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have regained the lead.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. Throwing is Rodgers. Short throw to Smith. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Now it's Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He finds his man. Complete. It's McBride. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Dalton sets up play action. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Dalton.
The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And coming out now, the Broncos.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far.
This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. On now to punt, and here's Bradley Pinion. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Returnable for Grant. So a change of possession here on the punt. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Here is 3rd and 5. Passing, it's Dalton. He completes it right side to White. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, Rodgers. A quick throw, but incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
To throw is Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, it's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And here's Bradley Pinion now. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Right back to Cook for another completion. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Open man right side, Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. And it'll be Dalton again. That's complete to McBride. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Options galore here, second and a few inches.
Dalton here from the gun. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. And that is no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Rodgers now on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Now Rodgers.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. So the 2 teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with a Dolphin.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Broncos offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Dalton now to pass. Open man is Bourne. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Andy Dalton. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Burns through the contact. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. At
at the 36. Cook up the gut, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Dalton's throw there complete to Myers. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now Dalton. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Getting the ball is Cook, right left. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. First down marker at the 5. It's second and goal. Dalton. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant from 6 yards away. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers throw there taken in by Smith. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the final tally.
First down, Broncos.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd and 10. They run it again with Williams. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Denver. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Dalton bootlegs out. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
Dalton sets up play action. And here he's got Grant.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
Dalton off play action. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Play action here with Dalton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And right now these guys are shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Here's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this one complete to Smith. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Dolphins' 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line.
1st down, Broncos.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary 1st step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
They're able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And a short pickup to about the 25.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
To throw here, Dalton. They'll dump this off to Cook. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Play fake. Here's Dalton. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Dalton. Under pressure, and down he goes. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for Miami. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line.
Denver's offense now set to go.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And we'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Rodgers now on 1st down.
He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Josh Palmer. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
And he goes out right around the 39. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Now Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Again, now throw with Rodgers.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2nd down and 8.
Now it's Rodgers.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his 1st. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Dalton, 1st and 10.
That's complete to McBride.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
And the Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And very little room to maneuver. They'll get this down to about the 39. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
Touchdown, Broncos!
Javonte Williams
From 10 yards out.
and the Broncos have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it.
Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Dalton and the offense now. Down by a field goal, 1:06 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's got McBride.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Here's Dalton. That's complete. It's Cook.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Dalton gets this to Myers, and he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Now Dalton able to get this one to McBride.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Dalton wants to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Myers.
2nd and 6 coming up.
All right, here's Dalton.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And with just inside the 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away.
And we need overtime to decide this one. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So the Broncos coming out now.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw is Rodgers.
And he is caught. And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
First down, Denver.
Going right back to Michael Thomas. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. It's caught, Smith. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line.
First down, Broncos.
Going quickly here to Thomas.
Rodgers pass. Complete to Michael Thomas.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos' first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, he got 4 on 3rd down.
First down, Denver.
And again, it's Rodgers. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Dolphins are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And now we've got a review here. All challenges in overtime, of course, initiated. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Time now for Dalton's turn here in the extra session. That is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Here's Tressway now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Broncos about set to go on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. An interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw, it's Rodgers. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their 2nd timeout here. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's He's able to split the uprights. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won